Good evening, and welcome to Infinity News. Tonight, we turn our attention to a striking surge in major crime in New York's 14th Congressional District, home to Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Since 2019, this district has seen a 70% jump in the most serious offenses: murders, rapes, robberies, felony assaults, burglaries, grand larcenies, and auto thefts, more than double the citywide increase of 30% over the same period. Let's start in Queens's 110th Precinct, which saw the steepest climb, a 105% spike. That precinct, notorious for the Roosevelt Avenue corridor long tied to human trafficking and prostitution, now leads all 77 precincts in the city for year-over-year crime growth. Meanwhile, the other 5 precincts spanning Queens and the Bronx within the 14th district each reported increases above the city average, and that has neighbors wondering what's next. One lifelong Elmhurst resident tells us she used to believe in the promise of this community. Now, she says, "I can't wait to get out of here." Citing gang activity on street corners, frequent car thefts, and people openly offering illicit services. She recalls confronting her congresswoman at a Bronx town hall last year, only to be redirected to an aide and watched her representative slip away without answering. Next door, political newcomer and Republican city council candidate Ramses Frias echoes that frustration. "People are scared to go outside," he says, urging stronger local engagement from federal leaders. On the other side of the debate, defenders of Representative Ocasio-Cortez point out that crime rates plunged dramatically during the pandemic and that many factors influence public safety. Yet critics argue that her vocal support for defund the police rhetoric has deepened the NYPD recruitment crisis, at one point halting an incoming cadet class that would have bolstered the force by more than 1,100 officers. Hannah Myers from the Manhattan Institute warns that when policing is villainized, everyday functions, from robbery investigations to anti-gang patrols, suffer. She notes that the majority of crime victims in this district are Black or Hispanic, underscoring that public safety is a civil rights issue too. Back to Washington, the Congresswoman has remained largely silent on these local crime trends. In 2020, she famously declared that a proposed $1.5 billion cut to the NYPD was still not enough. Since then, she's dismissed rising crime concerns as hysteria and maintained that funding levels don't correlate with crime rates. So what's the path forward? Community leaders are calling for more police patrols, greater federal support for neighborhood safety grants, and renewed dialogue between residents and their elected officials. We'll keep following this story as it develops. If you live in the 14th district, how has crime impacted your daily life? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this report insightful, please hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Infinity News for the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.